I'm back for Dust US's ongoing coverage of the Blast TV Austin Major Stage 2. I'm here with dephh, following a tough start to the major for M80 as they fall into TYLOO in a best of one on train. So not the result you're wanting, to start your major here in Austin. What went wrong against TYLOO today, especially, in the second half?
Yeah, I think lost pistol on CT and we recovered with 8 gun rounds. So I think we had their number on CT. And then, I don't know, we've had this lingering problem of just having nice CT half and not being able to win that pistol just to have really clean games. And then first and second gun round on T side just kind of went bad. And it's really hard to recover. I think there was a bit of a firepower problem. I don't know if we'll have to go look at the strategy again, but I think for the most part, there was just some key moments where we should be entering and killing and winning them rounds and then converting them. And it just didn't happen today.
If we're looking at a firepower in this match, it kind of goes without saying that Lake had a really rough game. What do you think is the reasoning behind that? Because normally we count on him to sort of be a source of firepower for the M80 squad.
Yeah, I think he's just still trying to find his ground and then be consistent with it. In practice, he's like by far our biggest fragger behind Slack. So I think it's just as the tournament goes on, I think you'll see Lake get more comfortable.
Does that come down to it being his first major? For a lot of the boys, it is their first outing here at the major.
Yeah, I mean, everyone seems comfortable. No one seems like super nervous. No one even on the game. There wasn't moments where I thought, he seems a little nervy. I think for the most part, it's just every tournament we go to, we have a rough start, and it's just the way it is. So hopefully we can just go out and fuck some people's pick'ems up.
That's that's a really tough, thing to just kind of say, is that like M80 always have rough starts at majors. At an ESL event, you get 2 losses and you're out. At a major, you get 3 losses and you're out. Why has that been a continuous problem for this M80 squad, especially, since we had the swap of Malps for Lake mid-time last year? It seems like it's been around since then.
Yeah. I've tried to put my finger on it. I think like the way that we prepare games has got better, but it's really on individuals just stepping up in them moments when they need to, performing in the first game and not always just the second game. I think we always go into the second game looking at like a sharper team, it's just one of them things. I'm not sure why. We've been working really hard to try and fix it, but we're moving on to the 0-1 game.
You have precious little time before your round 2 matches start. Another best of one coming up. What are your priorities for in this short amount of time?
Yeah, I think preparing for the major, every team kind of has to focus on themselves more than the opposition. It's like you don't have the time to go do a whole night of study and prep. So we're going to just make sure we clean up some of the stuff that we showed here. And at map pool, I think we filled a lot of holes between Astana and now. So hopefully we can get to prove that we can play 6 maps right now.
Final question for you. With the all 3 NA teams that were in stage 1 being eliminated, M80 for, if we count Liquid, maybe they're an NA team, but undoubtedly M80 are the last truly NA team, last truly undisputed NA team left in the American major. Does that add any extra weight on your guys' shoulders to perform here, knowing that you're the last hope for an NA team in the arena or anything like that?
Yeah, I think that's kind of gone away with the fact that other regions are now very competitive. I don't think the players think about that, at least. Obviously, the Asian region now, it seems to be playing much better than they did in the past. But no, I don't think there's that whole like NA pride thing going on. But for the most part, we just want to have good wins and show what we're capable of.
All right, that's dephh from M80. They're going to be looking to recover in their second match today. Thank you so much for your time.
Appreciate it.